One of the great action heroes of the modern day who is also blessed with a penchant for comedy, Jason Statham is a certifiable movie star whose career just keeps going from strength to strength. While known for his tough guy persona and his martial arts abilities, he has amassed an impressive filmography working under some of the biggest directors and acting opposite some of Hollywood's greatest ever stars. Indeed, Statham's career is far more diverse than many think, with the actor starring in comedies and even a few dramas showing the range of work he is capable of. Some of his projects have received positive critical reviews, achieving high rankings on the popular review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, which may change fans' perceptions of him as a one-dimensional action figure. 1. The Beekeeper. A glimmering dose of earnest action thrills that thrives as a celebration of old-school blockbuster fun, The Beekeeper looms as being one of the great sleeper hits of 2024. Statham stars as Mr. Clay, a vengeful associate of a mysterious group known as the Beekeepers, who utilizes his resources to track down the scammers whose attack led his landlady to die by suicide. Its solid 71% score from critics is supported by an audience score of 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, with the film universally being praised as a fun and exciting action flick that serves as yet another testament to Jason Statham's brilliance in the genre. All in all, The Beekeeper is a thoroughly satisfying film that leans heavily on genre tropes but executes well to be one of the best action movies of Statham's career thus far. 2. Wrath of Man. The 2021 action thriller Wrath of Man is among Guy Ritchie's most pleasantly surprising movies. It follows Patrick Hill, Statham, a mysterious and highly skilled security guard who is employed by an armored truck company and joins the team to protect valuable cash deliveries. However, it becomes evident that Hill has a hidden agenda and a personal vendetta. Statham's portrayal of Hill is filled with brooding intensity, as he effortlessly exudes a sense of quiet authority and controlled rage. Moreover, Wrath of Men blends action, suspense, and crime drama elements with exciting sequences, surprising twists, and a gritty atmosphere, making it a very engaging movie despite not possessing Ritchie's trademark numerous narrative style. Moreover, Statham can also show off his aptitude for playing complicated, multidimensional characters thanks to this performance, which contrasts with his typical parts. 3. The Fate of the Furious. Serving as the 8th installment in the Fast and Furious franchise, The Fate of the Furious continues to explore the adventures of Dominic Toretto's, Vin Diesel, crew and their high-stakes missions. This time, Dom is coerced into working for a cyber-terrorist named Cypher, Charlize Theron. Statham plays Deckard Shaw, a former British Special Forces assassin seeking redemption and reconciliation with the crew after his villainous actions in a previous film. Shaw reluctantly joins forces with the crew to take down Cypher. Statham plays Shaw with ferocity and charisma despite getting little screen time, fusing a gruff demeanor with tender and humorous moments. The Fate of the Furious received positive reviews for its over-the-top approach and Theron's wicked performance. It was also a major box office hit, and while it doesn't necessarily rank among the best Fast and Furious movies, The Fate of the Furious works as a thrilling action film and a solid entry into one of the most consistent modern franchises. 4. Fast and Furious Presents, Hobbs Shaw. Serves as a spin-off from the Fast and Furious franchise, Fast and Furious Presents, Hobbs Shaw focuses on the titular characters, played by Dwayne Johnson and Statham. Hobbs and Shaw must work together to stop a dangerous cybernetically enhanced terrorist named Brixton Lore, Idris Elba, who is determined to obtain a virus that could threaten humanity's future. Critics and audiences widely praised Statham's performance in Hobbs and Shaw. He is known for his intense and charismatic presence on screen, and his portrayal of Deckard Shaw in the film was no exception. Despite mixed reviews, Hobbs and Shaw is a thrilling action flick with excessive bloodshed, wild stunts, and tons of amusing banter between the main protagonists. 5. The Expendables 2. Serving as the sequel to The Expendables, The Expendables 2 sees the veteran action stars enlisted for a seemingly routine assignment involving a simple payback mission. However, things take a dangerous turn when one of their own is brutally killed on the job. Seeking revenge, the crew embarks on a mission to not only recover a stolen item, but also to avenge their fallen comrade. Statham portrays Lee Christmas, one of the core members of the Expendables team, who is a skilled and resourceful marksman specializing in close-quarter combat and handling heavy weaponry. The Expendables 2 was praised for its nostalgic value and star-studded cast, although some critics found the plot to be formulaic and lacking depth. Yet, Statham's performance is commendable, showcasing his signature blend of charisma, wit, and physicality, reinforcing his position as a fan-favorite character. The film is also a suitable addition to the Expendables franchise, which has proven far stronger than anyone could have anticipated. 6. Fast and Furious 6. Jason Statham's arrival into the Fast and Furious franchise in Fast and Furious 6 was effectively what cemented the saga's transition from car racing films to bona fide action blockbusters, even if his first appearance was only a brief cameo. The film focuses on Agent Hobbs, Dwayne Johnson, pursuit of a mercenary gang, something he recruits Dom, Vin Diesel, and his crew to help out with given their connection to the gang's leader. Armed with some outstanding action sequences and a good sense of humor, Fast and Furious 6 leaped from the platform founded by Fast 5 as a scintillating action spectacle. It marks what is undoubtedly a high point of the Fast and Furious franchise, and, despite only appearing briefly, serves as an emphatic reaffirmation of Jason Statham's impact as an action star. 7. The Italian Job. The Italian Job follows a proficient thief named Charlie Croker, Mark Wahlberg, who leads a team of skilled criminals. After a successful gold heist in Venice, their teammate, Steve, Edward Norton, betrays them and leaves them for dead, taking the gold for himself. Driven by revenge and the desire to retrieve their stolen loot, Charlie and his crew plan an elaborate heist to steal the gold back. Statham played Handsome Rob, a skilled wheelman and member of the heist crew. His performance received praise for his ability to add humor to the movie, which offered comedic relief and gave the role a fun edge. Moreover, The Italian Job is a very entertaining heist movie that combines action, tension, and humor. It is well renowned for its elegant and suspenseful car chases. 8. Snatch. A true classic of modern comedy, Guy Ritchie's hit film Snatch is a brilliant mixture of narrative wit, hilarious dialogue, and English crime grit that thrives with Jason Statham in the leading role. He portrays Turkish, a small-time boxing promoter who finds himself indebted to a merciless thug when his fighter, a freewheeling gypsy brawler Mickey, Brad Pitt, refuses to go down during a rigged fight. Meanwhile, a stolen diamond of immense value becomes the focus of the criminal underbelly. While the massive ensemble cast does dim Statham's impact on the film somewhat, he still shines in the comedic role when on screen, with his dry Cockney wit and his knack for timing on full display. Snatch has secured a cult classic status and even become a bona fide hit in its own right, so much so that the Rotten Tomatoes score of 74% is surprisingly low if anything. 9. Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Written and directed by Guy Ritchie, Love, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels marked his directorial debut. The film follows a group of 4 friends in London who find themselves in deep debt after a rigged card game. In an attempt to repay their debt, they plan a heist on a local gang, which leads to a series of comedic and chaotic situations. Statham plays Bacon, a streetwise and humorous character with a knack for card games and a love for shotguns. A major breakthrough for Statham, the film helped launch his career and marked the first of many collaborations between him and Ritchie. Despite a tepid initial reception, Love, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels has since gained cult status and is renowned for its elegant direction, clever language, and ensemble cast. 10. The Bank Job. Based on a true story, The Bank Job follows a group of amateur thieves who plot and carry out a bank robbery in London's Baker Street area in 1971. However, they soon realize that the heist is not as straightforward as they initially thought. As the story unfolds, it is revealed that the bank's vault contains compromising photographs of prominent political figures, which triggers a chain of events involving intelligence agencies, criminals, and high-ranking officials. The Bank Job offers a fascinating insight into criminals, their equally dishonest rivals on the other side of the law, and several hoodlums who operate in the gray area. Although not as popular as other entries in the genre, this clever effort is a successful and compelling movie about bank robberies. Statham played Terry Leather, the leader of the group planning the heist. He brought his signature intensity and physicality to the character. It also showcased his ability to handle both action-packed scenes and more dramatic moments.